Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my Let's Make an Open World RPG, DawnHaven. I don't know what episode I'm on. The last video that I had kind of crashed, so I think I recovered it. But based on if it's crashed or not, then I might make another video explaining to you guys what I've done. But if it's good, I can't actually work on it because number 8 is not rendering, so I can't check up if it's good or not. So, anyways, while this one finished rendering. Let's see. Let's see what we're gonna do. Restore. Everything should be good. Okay, so minimize skill ingredients. Books, side quest. Okay, so anyways, in this episode, before I actually start, I would like to set these fishing locations throughout the world. Some are going to be some are going to be inside locations, and some are going to be on the outside. So I'm just gonna pick a few random locations. It doesn't need to be like everywhere, just in places that look like it would be a good fishing spot. No fishing spot over here. Let's see, fishing spot here. Put one in between these two bridges. Put one here. And let's just add one more just for fishing's sake. Add one right there. And let's see, do I need to add any more? There's one over here on that side. Let's add one more. Last one. Okay, so that's other fishing spots. So, what we're going to be doing in the next few episodes, yeah. Actually, this episode is going to be a recap and what we're going to be doing next. So far, we have finished most of the skills. The ones that we haven't finished is because we don't have the resources to finish them yet. The survival one, I'm just going to add that as it's finished because the way that we're going to gain skill level is still undetermined, but I'm just going to mark it as something that I have to look at later. Blacksmithing, again, cooking, and alchemy, we don't have resources for that. But we have done everything that has been crossed off in the last episodes that we have been making. That I've made. Yes. So, just going through all these lists that I've made and stuff that I need to obviously work on. So I haven't finished adding all the monsters because I've only added the monsters that will appear in the main DawnHaven map. So the rest of these monsters will be appearing elsewhere, with the exclusion of a few of these, but most of them are going to be appearing elsewhere. What I want to do in this episode, okay, the recap part is over because what we are going to be doing from this episode and the next episode is finishing Hallow's Tip. So once we finish this major city actually, which is a center, we could then use that template to finish our other major cities. So what I want to start doing now is making the NPCs. I've actually already made the NPCs. I've made the interior buildings. All I basically need to do is like make the interactions for those NPCs and stuff like that. And in order to do that, we're basically going. Oh boy, I just thought of something that might just break this game. Well, not break this game, but it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so basically, there's going to be 3 different versions of NPCs. One that's outside in Hallow Tip. One that actually everyone's gonna be outside, and then when it's nighttime, they're gonna be inside. and then there's people that go from their houses to their work. So there's going to be there's two different versions of every NPC. So I have to find a way to make it so when you pickpocket an NPC outside, it also carries over to the inside. So thankfully I actually have a script that could do that. So I could basically just turn on a self switch from this NPC and then find its counterpart in the inside map and then just make it so that it's also set to the same self switch, because most of this pickpocketing thing is going to be self switch based, and every MC I'm going to start making from now will be based off of this one NPC. So what I would like to actually do is copy. Which one was it? Was it this? Yeah, okay. I'm going to go ahead and copy this NPC, paste it here, and I'm going to actually clean this up a bit, because not every NPC is going to have this speech thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this out. Talk/pickpocket. It's easier for me to do it like this, but I don't want to do it like this. Let's see. You know what? I'll make it Skyrim style, where if you're sneaking, then you go automatically into the pickpocketing mode. And I've actually found out a way to make it so every NPC will be killable. I will make like a mode that when you enter like in Kingdom of Amalur, Age of Reckoning, the way they handle for players to be able to kill the NPCs is like make it so that when you want to kill them, you have to enter into an aggressive mode. I actually forgot what it's called. So once you're in that mode, then every NPC becomes like a regular monster. You can't talk to them, you can't do anything with them but kill them. So that's what I'm planning on doing, but that's ways off. I'm gonna keep this on stream to check my time with. So anyways, I need to clean this up a little bit. So what we need to do right now is actually NPC. So should I have a regular mode and a sneak mode, or should I just have? But I do need to clean this NPC up though, because it has this switch. Okay, when talk, it has this speech thing that I don't need. The pickpocketing I do need. Then I'm gonna just copy that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I'm gonna keep that second page because I don't need it right now, and then I'm gonna do a condition branch and check when sneak mode is active. This will save us on pages for the events itself, so we don't have to like have a ton of pages for one event. And when I say event, I mean NPC. So now we need to find the sneak switch, which is here. So sneak mode. So when you're in sneak mode, you go straight for pickpocketing, and when then you talk to them. That's how I'm gonna handle it. So let's actually start making the NPCs. I have to do this and then bring this up right here. Go to NPC list. Okay, but before we can actually start with the NPCs, there has to be a few more options that we get. And one of those few more options is, oh, I was playing Skyrim the other day and I finally figured out how they did their rumor thing. And they make it so like the only NPCs that you could hear rumors from is the inn manager, or how do you say that? Tavern manager. So I was gonna make it so every NPC has like a rumor thing, and then you could like hear rumors from NPCs. I'm changing that. I'm gonna make it so only if you want to hear rumors of like quests and stuff like that, you go to the tavern or the inn and hear it from the innkeeper or whatever, the pub or innkeeper. So yeah, that's gonna save us a lot of work, a lot of work. So there's gonna be options for NPCs. It's gonna be background, profession, and the world. Actually, background, profession, city, and world. So the background is gonna tell us the background of that NPC. The profession is gonna tell us what the NPC does, their job in the world. The city is gonna give us locations in the city that we need to pay, that we need to know, like points of interest in the city, and the world is basically just gonna again give us the point of interest, but in the world and not just and the point of interest is going to be different from each NPC, because they might say, have you ever seen this, or have you ever seen that, or they're going to be different basically. So let's go ahead and get started. The first NPCs we're going to be making are these NPCs in Hollow Tips, and we are going to start with the Billow family, and we've already made pictures for them. So that's Sandy, Gavin, and Rosie. So what I actually want to do is expand this and make sure, okay, Billow's resident, and make sure none of the Billows own any stores. So Philip's house, Philip owns a house. There's the Bennett's residence, and Van Hammer. Who owns Van Hammer? I actually forgot who owns this. Wayne's Emporium is owned by Wayne. That I know. Is there? Okay, Van is a Robin, and he owns Van Hammer. Wayne's Emporium is owned by Wayne, which is Wayne, which is a cruise. Okay. Perry, Robin, blah blah. Dyer, Phillips' house, Wayne's house. Okay, so that leaves Van Hammer, which is this, and which Wayne's Emporium is that. Okay, so I know where everything is. So who owns the pub/inn? Who owns the pub/inn? Who owns the pub/inn? Definitely not Philip. I want it to be a lady. Susie could own it, but I don't want that. Would just make the cruises like richer than they need to be because they're already rich. But I want it to be one of the rich families. The rich families will be the Billows, the Crews, and the Perrys. The Perrys could be the rich family that owns stuff. The Perrys. Okay, let's make it the Perrys. Who? The Perry. Lucille. Okay, Lucille owns the pub. Actually, the Perry family owns the pub. It just happens that Lucille is a person that keeps it. Okay, so we can actually now start with our thing. So we're going to start with the Billow family, and we're going to start from their house, from inside their house. Billow's residence. Again, my NPCs will be teleporting, so don't let that shock you when they teleport when you're playing the game, because they will be teleporting. Anyways, there's a few things I'm actually gonna start to do. Is basically all of the okay, new event. Let me just stop talking and just start working. Below. We need to actually raise this up to see the name. So Billow Sandy. So Billow Sandy. First one we're gonna make. Does Sandy own anything? Does Gavin own anything? Does Rosie own? No, none of them own stuff. Okay, that's actually perfect place to start. Now all we have to do is basically find okay, these are the Perrys. We have to find the Billows, which I presume to be in the B's. Billow, Barry, Gavin, Jenny. I also created some of them that live outside of DawnHaven. And when I was making them, for some reason, something told me to make all the hair colors the same to show that they're related. But they're not all related by blood. Some are married, so that means they won't all have the same hair color. Maybe the kids will have the same hair color, but not like the mom and the parents. And then they could have the same hair color, but most likely not. But anyways, I've already made them. I'm not going to remake them. So everyone has the same hair color so far, and I've only made the people in Hollow's Tip. So when I make the other cities, I'll know better basically. So we're starting off with Sandy. Sanda. Okay, Sandy. So first, switch. This is going to be switch. This is going to be afternoon. When does the night actually start? I actually don't know. So let me go ahead and just check when night starts. Day and night tracker. So day blah blah blah. Night off. Night on. So night starts at 18. So that's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, no, that's not right. So that's 12 p.m. Okay, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is 1. 13, 14, 15, 17. 1, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. That doesn't make sense. What's 18? Okay, 18 is actually 6. So 6, that's not a good time for them to go to sleep. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 is when people go to sleep. 23. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is, so we have afternoon. So in the afternoon time, she is here. Paste. Nighttime, she is here. Afternoon, night, she is here. But day, when does day start actually? Oops, day starts. That's night. That's day off. Day on. So 7. Okay, yeah. When day is on, she is outside. So she's only here afternoon and night. Afternoon and night, that's when she's here. And she's obviously going to be random, wandering around her house. I don't know what she's going to be doing. Okay, so we need to make a variable. This variable is going to control every single family member. Below control event. Okay, so once the variable hours reaches, so it was 23. So once it reaches 23, oops, that's no such thing as 24. So once it reaches 23, I wanted to start to like move all the NPCs into place. And how's it gonna move all the NPCs into place? Well, I have a Pathfinder script here. Pathfinder version 1 for VS8. Hopefully this works. I don't think I've ever tested this. Okay, script calls. Game player find path. Self event find path. I don't even know what those mean. I'm gonna pause this and get my head around the script and then continue. Okay, based on the script itself, I cannot actually do what I was planning on doing. So what we have to do now is make another one, and basically all we have to do is make this one for when hours is equals to 23. It's actually kind of easier on me, so all I have to do now is basically just go ahead and copy this. Okay. When is 23, custom path, script, paste this in. Okay. So who is this lady? I don't know who this lady is. I made them, I forgot the relationship. It's Sandy, Gavin, Rosie. Sandy, Gavin, and Rosie. Sandy, Gavin, and Rosie. Sandy, Gavin, and Rosie. Is Sandy, okay, Sandy is definitely the mother. Gavin is definitely looks like the father. But I don't know what their relation is. I just know that they're related. I definitely should have made this list. Anyways, I know where she has to go. She has to go in the master bedroom. I'm gonna put her here. So that's one thing I wanted to do, but I realized if I did it, it will break the game. Well, not break the game, it would just make it look weird. So anyways, I'm gonna press OK. I actually forgot to get the location, which is 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, which is 7 and 5. Okay. Skip if cannot move. Skip if cannot move. Okay, what we're gonna do now is continue. Yeah, I'm gonna continue the game, and then once I get inside the house, if I can remember which one it is, below they live in one of those big houses. So one of the big houses are Yeah, it's one of these. It's either the left one or the right one. Okay, here she is. She's just walking around. I'm actually kind of hungry right now, so I don't actually care. So variable, let me go ahead and change hours to 23. Hopefully it will actually change to 20. Okay, it's 22 now. Let's see if it changes. 12 p.m. She's going. I don't know if it's working. Is it still at 20? Yeah, variable. Hours is still at 12, so I don't know where she's going. But I guess it was at 23 at one point, so now she's going there. Okay. She is doing a good job. Okay. She's no longer doing a good job. Ah, there you go. I knew you would do it. Now she's going to her bed to sleep. Now we're gonna run into an error because she can't actually bypass those beds. She doesn't know what to do. She does not know what to do. She doesn't know what to do. Okay, she is trying, but you know she can't get there. Anyways, I'm actually gonna make this higher, normal, apply. So when I was at 23, then it happened. So anyways, this is a good first episode to start to get everything rolling. We know how Pathfinder works. Now we just have to find a way to regulate the events and make them passable when they need to and when they don't need to. So what I'm thinking about doing is make the Pathfinder find the way to the bedroom, and then once they get to the bed, it's gonna switch to a different event page, and then that event page is going to be transparent. I mean, it's going to be through. And then once they get to the bed, then, yeah, basically that. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to be updated every time I release a new video. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to dislike this video if you make sure to like this video if you liked it. Make sure to dislike this video if you disliked it. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you need any help. I will try my best to help you. Again, thank you for watching. Peace.